Hello and welcome to Tallahassee, Florida. Just a spectacular day for college football in the house that Bobby Bowden built. The Florida State Seminoles ready to open another season at the Dome. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Commodores will kick it away first. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles offense will have the first possession of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yes, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
What a great sign for this offense, too. This offensive line just seems like they're ready to go. Chomping at the bit, they're lathered up, getting pushed, owning the line of scrimmage. When you can run the football well early in games, that bodes great for your offense.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Spins away from the defender. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his...
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Seminoles! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense will get the ball for the first time. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside would be a great matchup.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his guy.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
The Commodores send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Short field. Successful offense is just what they want here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Gets it past the marker. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Great job by the running back there with the vision and patience. He sees the hole, puts his foot in the ground. He's able to get north up the field with a great burst and get the first down.
On the option. Now the toss. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, no!
Yeah, now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on, and they're on him in a heartbeat, and down he goes.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll line up for a second down play. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Line getting set on second down. On the option. He'll toss it. Finds a crease at the 20. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Finds his big tight end. At the 45 on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Commodores want to crank the tempo. Defense looks like they're coming. They'll try the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Vaughn. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rice. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Still on his feet at the 45. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Defensively, it's like which one of these guys are the most dangerous? Goodness gracious, you got so many guys that spread you out with speed and wide receivers that you think about taking away the passing game. And then what do? They put him in motion, and he goes across the formation really quickly. They give him the football, and he just so fast, chews up yardage. Defensively, there's so many things to be talking about, to be talking through, and then they do stuff like that, and it's even more confusing.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and force a tackle for a loss.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy, And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He finds his man. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
He's going to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Gilbert. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide. Dump it to your playmaker. The running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super.
At the
24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead.
And he breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal, and the defense is already on their heels.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Fast motion from the offense. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
The give to the tailback. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off play action. Unloads it left. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, no!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his spot. And the returner will be brought down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Got his man out of the backfield. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll bring it back. It's Rice. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is...
Unloads it downfield. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple of scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
He looks that one in nicely. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul, but I'm trying to put some points up right.
Nothing but green ahead. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Gilbert. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. This guy can throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Now facing a 3rd and long. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at them.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end and that speed off the edge?
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Shoots it to the left. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Commodores line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Seminoles! And the route is on.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. And exactly how they scripted it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 21 to LSU. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
To the air, it's Wilkins. Looking to the big tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Commodores have it with a 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. And he's lucky to get that one back. His junior quarterback knows better than to try that too often. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Now on 1st down from the 30. He'll ride his man on the option. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Using his feet to buy time. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle blocks. So he moved the play away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Looking left. Hauls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught near the sideline. It's Gilbert. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rice. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The option look. Now well within striking distance is that third down play. the 29.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, no! And the pummeling has started.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Vanderbilt, 17.
And here's the return. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Running toward the tape. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Doors!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
He wants to pass it on second down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Reels it in down the left side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to find his man on first down. Coming after it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This offense has a second down play. Back to the air one more time. And he was... Leased it, and it falls to the turf. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got it. Touchdown, Florida State. And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week one sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the air on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes I just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the fourth quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're looking for more.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll bring it back. It's Rice. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First down here for the offense. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Now on the option. He'll pitch it. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown Seminoles! And the punishment has been extended.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
He's back to throw on second down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 20. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Noles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Touchdown, Noles! And the stomping has commenced.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
24.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this way.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And how about the hat trick? Like adding insult to injury. You got him in passing situation. You know what's coming. All I'm doing right now is trying to pad my stats and get those sacks.
Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to go. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week of practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. On the return, it's Anger. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Shows him the stiff arm.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
They'll leave it with him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Noles have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes him talk to the hand. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
He now has 91 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positive.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were...
Oh, ball's out! How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, and this is why you practice 5...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Connection to the right. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. He wants to throw. And it's picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. This is a designed run. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going up top. And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After this, it'll be a wrap. On second down, just keeps firing. They're trying to get to it. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
And you got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.